For you, the president.
That's Not Why You Called. Hosted by Lefty.
I deserve to be blown.
Dr. Chiz.
One more chance.
Thursdays, 7 p.m. Central. It's That's Not Why You Called.
And here we go.
Oh my God, it's That's Not Why You Called. Oh my God, we're back. Welcome to That's Not Why You Called, episode 22? 22.
Dose.
All right, because the last one was your 21st birthday, Chiz.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're back. Things are different. Hi! You're going to be staring at my fucking ugly mug of a face for probably a good portion of the show. Here's the deal. As we welcome everybody to That's Not Why You Called, live now on my Twitch channel. If you are watching this on YouTube and you want to, you're like, hey, I want to watch That's Not Why You Called live. I want to see it live. I want to see what's going on. I possibly want to subscribe to your Twitch channel, $4.99 a month. You get access to giveaways, subscriber-only chats, all this great stuff. So I can be part of the pre-show chat and interact with you and do maybe like some impromptu Q&A stuff. You want to do that, you got to come over to twitch.tv/lefty643, where we go live 7 p.m. Central Time every single Thursday. Unless, of course, you're following me on Twitter and something happens, and I say no show tonight, then of course nothing happens. But still, come on out, hit the follow button, subscribe if you please, and yeah, that's where we go to view this live. But welcome everybody. Now things are different, and you're going to notice obviously it looks like shit. But there's nothing I can do, right?
Yes, there's nothing you can do. This is last minute.
Because Google Hangout in the last 2 days, or at least that I've seen, changed up their layout. What you see now is what you see in a Google Hangout when you go there. And there is no way that I can think of to make this branding work. It looks nice, but it's just, there's nothing like the quality, the video quality may be nice, but there's no, I'll scroll over with my mouse. Hold on, let me just see. As you can see, there's shit like this happening because whenever my mouse scrolls over the thing, that shows up, and I didn't take that into account when I drew the screen region. But there's as you can see, just on this outside, there's it's just a simple backdrop, and this is drawn over it. So we have no branding. Or no competent branding that's working. So we got to get to work on that to fit this. And the other thing is, the reason that you see me is because there's only 3 of us in the call, right? And so I can click on Chiz, and it shows him all the time. If I click off of Chiz, and so it goes to whomever is talking at the time, goes main screen, not mainstream, because we're fucking rebels, dog. We don't go mainstream. But if we do that, it only shows up Katie and Chiz. I will never go main screen because Google decided that was a good idea or something. So this is what we got. We've got this and only this. And there's Katie.
You know what I just did?
What did you just do?
I double-clicked the screen, and it made the big picture a lot smaller.
What?
Double-click
Oh, shit.
What does it do?
It makes it
Do
so
it.
our pictures are now in a gray box below.
Oh. Ooh. So then why aren't they 16:9 aspect ratio?
It's fucking Google.
Okay, so this is more manageable.
It's more manageable. It's even better than where it was before.
Yeah.
But we're smaller than we were before, and we're not 16:9. So when upscaling our pictures for vertical boxes now,
Bad.
we'll be looking blurry as shit. So
we're probably gonna have to abandon Google Hangouts then.
thanks, Google.
Good job, Google. Good
You
job.
did it. Made people walk away. Why the fuck would you not make it 16:9? It's a webcam.
I don't know. Are there that many? Because if you see here on the bottom, there's this big long strip of gray, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's like, I'm assuming that's to make it easier for people like to have. Are there that many people in a single damn Google Hangout?
I guess that's why it's by.
We've had a lot of people in a hangout before. Just as like a while ago, it was like us and then Wings and a bunch of other people. It was like 7 or 8 people.
When was that?
It was a long time ago, back when I had a shitty computer, because I remember, I was
that,
so
yeah.
frustrated with it.
That was the first time you got to talk to me.
No, it wasn't. But
Oh.
It was, wasn't it? That was the first time that.
no,
I thought so. Oh,
No.
whatever.
It's not in a hangout.
It was the first time I was going to see you.
well, it was the first time I was. Yeah,
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
regardless. I don't know. We're probably going to have to. But, like, are there that many? Why would you. Why? I don't understand. I can't fathom how many people use Google Hangouts. I don't know. But it can't be that many, can it?
Not to warrant changing all the webcams at the bottom to vertical just to squeeze more people in.
Right?
I mean, are people using like 13-inch monitors?
I don't know.
Stream, find a way to make Google Hangout salvageable while you're listening to this and watching this.
And we need new branding now. We need
Yep.
new graphics, like all the way. We need new everything.
because this doesn't work.
Erg.
We weren't prepared for the advanced tech of fucking making the webcam slots 16 by 9 vertical. They're not even 16 by 9 vertical. They're almost a square.
No, it looks like they might be 4:3 oriented.
Looks a little longer on the vertical. So, no, you're right. I think it's just 4:3. That's just a square.
It's just 4:3, or I guess 3:4.
Yeah. We fucking hate you.
What this accomplishes, I don't know. But we need to find a way to. We need to either move outside of Google Hangouts now, or I don't know what. Find a way to make this work somehow.
Woohoo.
Good job, Google. And speaking of Google changes, this rolls us right into a topic we wanted to talk about. There's a brand new comment system on YouTube. It was in beta for a while. Some YouTube users had it, others didn't. But it rolled out yesterday for everybody. You now have to have a Google Plus account if you want to leave a comment on YouTube videos.
Yep.
Now, you can still leave likes and favorites. If you don't have a Google Plus account, that works. And you can still upload videos and all that stuff if you don't have a Google Plus account. But if you want to interact with content in the comment section, you have to have a Google Plus account, which kind of screws everybody that either doesn't have a proper YouTube channel or doesn't have Google Plus, or didn't set up their Google or their YouTube channel with a Gmail account.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got to have Google Plus now. This isn't just
Google
another.
is now strong arming people to use their social media service.
And it's like, how many people are on it? How many people honestly use Google Plus and like using Google Plus? Not like, oh, I use Google Plus because I don't like Facebook.
I don't even really know what it's supposed to do.
It's so confusing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have circles. You can put people in circles. It's like, yeah, I don't really know what it means.
Right, you put people in circles. What? Just call it a friends list.
Mm-hmm.
Add somebody as your friend. That's been true since social media, like adding people to a friends list. It's the list of friends. It's not a circle. What the... What are we, tribal all of a sudden?
I thought it was cool when they announced it, because the whole point of the different circles is because then if you make a status update, you can publish it to everyone or just those specific circles. So I thought, oh, that was cool because you don't want certain people seeing a certain status update. And that was the only cool feature about Google Plus. And then Facebook added an option like that where you can go everyone or just these particular friends. I forget how you do it, but they did that one thing, and Facebook has it, and it works a
Groups or
lot
whatever.
easier. Yeah.
But then why are these people your friends?
Exactly. I don't use it. I just thought it was a cool idea.
Right.
Well, the reason is family. You know, you don't want family members seeing
yeah.
your drunk shenanigan photos and status updates. That's basically why it's there.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that makes sense then. But oh my goodness, Katie, does lower third even work? What does it do?
It does. I can open it up. It'll pop up all that jazz that it usually does for you guys, I think.
We're just gonna have to go to hand signals or something, right? This is the shaking of the shaking of the fist.
Didn't.
Oh, it didn't work. Hold on, let me put you main screen. Go ahead.
No.
Pop that bitch up. You're pretty, babe. It's fine. Okay, so that works. Wait, does it show it if I take? Let's take you off. Okay, so it does show.
It shows it in a little box.
Okay. All right. Shiz, what are you saying?
I'm saying nothing. It's just ridiculous.
I don't know. Do you?
I thought they were just good at breaking YouTube. Now they've broken Hangouts. Just please don't touch Gmail. Please.
Oh God. They started with the 3
They already
tabs.
did.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we're gonna break up all your emails into these 3
Yeah,
different
like
tabs.
priority and social and all.
Like if our algorithm determines that this email you got is like for a while when I had that thing going, my emails, my updates from Twitch TV were going to my social tab for some reason because and who like I'm like, oh, social, okay, so that's Gmail. I don't give, or not Gmail, that's Google Plus. I don't care about the social tab. No, I was like, why am I not getting any emails from Twitch? Oh, that's why.
Yep.
It's you know, it's there was a report I saw that was published about what it actually is like to work for Google.
And
There were some former employees that came forward and did interviews, and they were like, you know, here are some things you don't know about working at Google. Because you hear about how awesome it is to work at Google. Oh, I worked in a ball pit today. Ah, cool. You know, you hear about the great pay and all that cool stuff, and it's great. But these employees are like, no, there's an underbelly to working at Google. It's, you know, they only take the best of the best. If you get a job at Google, you're probably really good at what you do. You're probably a really good coder or whatever else, right? You're probably really, really good at it. But they don't always have spots in what you do. In fact, you will probably find yourself, if you're some awesome like freaking HTML code writer or whatever, you could find yourself relegated to working the Google product forums. You're just a help desk guy when you're really, 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 really good at fixing problems and stuff and the behind the scenes work, the mechanics of running a website and a search engine and all this stuff. You're relegated to working Google product forums. And similarly, they've got, and so, well, actually, it doesn't take much of a leap to think, well, maybe they have people in charge of YouTube who don't understand how YouTube or what YouTube is supposed to be. Maybe they're just utilitarian. They code. They write code. That's what they do. And now they're in charge of YouTube. So what are they going to do? They're always going to futz with YouTube because that's what they do. That's their job. And it lends credence to the idea that I posited a couple weeks ago where it's like, well, maybe it's just the idea that you're justifying your own existence. You put Google, you bought YouTube, and you put people in charge of it who don't know how to run a social media website. You put engineers in charge of YouTube. And that's not really what YouTube needed. And so that's why all of a sudden now you have to have a Google Plus account to comment on YouTube, which is going to kill comments, at least for the short term. Long term, I don't know. Maybe they've looked at it and they think long term enough people are using Gmail and by default have a Google Plus account that they don't really care and they will return to commenting to videos. But right now, like a lot of people, especially in the gaming side of YouTube, what?
Yeah. This is no bueno. And they did it so they can it forces you to use Google Plus, or not even use it, but just if you're on Google Plus, then that's a number that counts on the records for showing that to an ad agency for sales and whatnot, so they can get more money. And also, I guess, to combat the anonymity issue when it comes to YouTube comment sections and things like that. But that would work kind of in an environment better like Facebook, where people don't usually fake their profiles, even though it's not that hard to fake a profile. But Google Plus, why would anyone ever put their real info on it when no one fucking uses the service? You know, they're just gonna go, all right, make a Google Plus account, put in Billy Bob Thornton. I mean, look at all of our none of ours are fucking. I think I might have my first name, but none of us is our real name on Google Plus. Lefties is not Ben Ruggiero, you know. It's not that hard to fucking just punch in a name, and now I can start trolling comments again. Oh, I'm not anonymous, but I am because I fucking made it up. It's just strong-arming people to use their service, and you've shitified YouTube one step further. GG. Google, your move.
I don't understand why you would restrict this. Or comments are bad because people are idiots, right? But we're YouTube. I mean, if you really want to talk about where the anonymous trolling thing like really gets bad, you look at Twitter. Twitter is way worse for people just saying awful, heinous things than YouTube. At least I've found. I don't know. I'm not Wings of Redemption.
Well, and that's why he switched to Facebook, was for that alone, because people put their real shit on their Facebook, and if they comment on a profile, he can go, all right, you're Billy Bob Thornton or whatever, and here's your picture, and you're 15 years old, and I see where you live, and I'm going to tell your parents now. Twitter has nothing for that. There's no verification of age or residency or your fucking name. Just punch whatever you want in.
And I don't think it's it's the use of Facebook that forces, or that kind of disincentivizes abusing anonymity. It's because, like you said, Chiz, you can just make a fake Facebook account and it's not a big deal. But what you're going to use to comment on Facebook and on sites that utilize Facebook in the comment section, you're going to be using probably your Facebook account. And if I understand Facebook correctly, the things you say using Facebook in the comments show up on your Facebook profile. So it's not just that your real name is attached to what you say. It's that people that you actually know see what you say.
Yep.
Not that you'd really, not, oh, my real name's attached to everything. It's that other people that you actually know will see what you say and then can have a chance to say, like, why are you calling this random? Why are you saying this guy should kill himself on Facebook? That's not cool.
Yep. That's exactly right.
Who cares about Google Plus? Who's really like, oh, I don't want my people in the circles to see what I say, kinda, on Google Plus. If you can figure out where all that shit goes,
people in the circles. It's so weird. They went like too Star Trek-y with it. Like, it's all panels now, and if you click the top of the panel, it flips and shows you some stuff differently about it. You can view something else. It's just so convoluted.
I want an inbox on my YouTube channel. I don't want to have to try to figure out Google Plus's shit so that I can interact with comments on my videos anymore. Because for those of you that don't know, because now you have to link your YouTube profile with Google Plus, you don't have an inbox anymore. You do, but comments made on the Google Plus commenting system don't go there.
Right. It's just for personal messages and, I guess, friend requests. Wait. Do they even still have that now?
No, YouTube hasn't used contacts in the longest time.
Oh, okay.
I've got like 500 pending contact requests. It used to be, right, because remember when contact requests in the old YouTube layout
showed at the bottom of it, it would show how many friends you had, contacts. Yep. That was also when boxes meant something as well.
Oh, yeah, box for box?
Yeah.
Well, you can kind of do that now.
You can, but I don't look at it because it's always, if you don't have anything, you don't have anything in your box in your box, then it shows you 5 recommended ones based on either your search or just the top 5 YouTube channels. So it's just so ingrained to me that there's going to be something there, and it's usually the recommended one or top 5 that I don't look there unless like the list goes really far down, and then I'll look and see. But I look at channels that I've been watching for over a year and friends are with, and they don't update their fucking whoever's in their box. I haven't updated it in forever. It's like, oh, you're still like, I'll look at a box and go, you aren't friends anymore with this person. Why are they still there? Because it doesn't fucking matter. People also don't know where to change it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know that. And but you know, I like a lot of people I see in the chat talking about the old YouTube layout. And one of the things that I thought was like, yeah, the old YouTube layout was kind of cool because backgrounds like was actually a chance to be like you had a lot of graphic stuff. But now that I think about it, like going back to the old YouTube layout, there wasn't a lot of content there. Mm-hmm. Like you had
just the video player.
Right, it had the video player, but then everything else was comments, friends, description, boxes, all that stuff. But the new YouTube layout, you know, you've got that one banner that you can customize, and that's it. And it's like, okay, but there's a whole lot more content now at your destination channel. You give a huge cross section to somebody that's coming along that has never watched a video of yours or isn't subscribed.
Right, and you can do the you can set the new subscriber video, which is a cool feature that you can sales pitch someone that's never been to your channel before. Mm-hmm. And I like this layout, the current one before they change it again, with the banner. With I can set all these playlists so with thumbnails it'll grab someone's attention or something. Mm-hmm. You know, this is what I do, so there's no misleading thing. Not whatever in the old one, whatever the first 3 and the one playing is not my whole channel. You know, I can set a featured video and you can see if that's who I am. I like that. And the one banner thing is cool too. I wish you could still URL direct format on the banner like you could before. So you can be a little more custom with it. So Twitch is here because you only get to put the little icons there now. But if it was the 2011 function of YouTube with the current layout, things would be beautiful.
You mean the 2011 sub box?
Well, not even the sub box, but like uploads publishing properly, tags mattering, you know, shit like that. Hell, bring back bumping. I don't give a fuck. Okay. Oh, and get rid of the fucking time feed or whatever. Put the old sub box back where I had a whole tile of fucking thumbnails I could go through, and not now where it shows like 5, or I go to the feed one and it shows me things based on what I've previously watched and searched. Mm-hmm. Subs don't take priority over that. It just fills up your feed. You miss subs, sub videos.
Oh yeah, I noticed last week. I was looking to watch PKA when it was uploaded. I'm like, I just want to see what people are saying. And somebody like linked like a time in the video. It was later after it had uploaded. And so it was like 3 hours into a 4-hour show or something. I'm like, okay. So I click on, I'm like, what are these people talking about? Because they say, you know, whatever, 3 hours in, lol. I'm like, I don't remember. Okay, let's see what happened there. So I click on it and it takes you to the video, to that timestamp. And I watched it. And then I just kind of let it playing in the background from 3 hours in. Well, I paused it. And I had to close out my browser, and I come back later, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I wanted to see people, I wanted to watch this part of the show. I remember that happening. Well, I go to YouTube, and I'm searching my subscription feed. I don't see PKA from Woody anymore. Mm-hmm. It's not there. There's a video he uploaded the day before, and then there's everybody's videos. I'm like, because I remember, oh, yeah, PKA was slotted in between Diction's video and a Gassy Mexican video and a... Right? It's not there anymore. Mm-hmm. It's gone from my sub box.
Gone.
Absolutely gone. And, you know, that's the thing with YouTube is that it's gotten really algorithm heavy. Very, 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 very heavy on the algorithms. And it's, I don't know. It's just, I think I'd like to think that I've turned the corner on just blindly hating every change that YouTube makes, because I used to be that too. Oh my God, the new layout's so stupid. It's wrong. It's bad. Mm-hmm. And I'd like to think that I've kind of turned the corner. That I'm like, you know, there's good things about it, there's bad things about it, etc. But this Google Plus comment system I don't see any rhyme or reason to it.
There's no benefit. It's just them strong-arming their social media, and they keep innovating, in air quotes, all these different things, but then they don't fix the problems with them. They just keep going along, sweep it under the rug, do something else to get people mad at. They don't fix. There's a reason I haven't uploaded in like 2 months, and it's because every time I think about it, I'll look to Twitter and it's like, anyone's sub box working, our videos publishing today. For a good week, like last week or the week before, a good week, videos were taking like a fucking 2 hours to publish after they had already uploaded and shit like that. I'm like, I don't want to deal with that. There's no right, because that's aggravating. Like, sure, someone, I may not have uploaded in so long, that's why I'm not going to get views. That's totally fine. I know that's going to happen. But when it's something totally out of my hand, that is the reason I'm not getting views, that just pisses me off. It's like, what is the point? So that a fraction of the people that are still active see it, that's great. But then the other people still think I'm dead. It's just annoying. Like if I made like Freddie W type videos, or even just Philip DeFranco, who does the news daily, but he does it really well, I would be so mad with YouTube not publishing my video or not publishing it to everyone. That'd be so aggravating, and it's just not worth my time to make a video, render it, upload it, have it fail, try again, and then 1/3 of the people that should see it see it.
Yeah, YouTube's been focusing a lot on home run hitting channels and not on people that upload regularly.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a once a week upload channel and you get 1 million, 2 million views a video that you upload that week, YouTube loves you. Right?
Yep.
If you're the overly attached girlfriend, what's her name? Lena? So whatever that is.
Lena.
I think she uploads once a week. YouTube loves that kind of content. If you're every decision YouTube has made, from the you've watched enough of this video, it's now out of your sub box, or you can only have X amount of videos from said subscription in your subscription box that you actually see, otherwise we're just going to start removing them. Every decision YouTube has made on that side has been like subverting the content creator that creates content at least every single day. Now, if you upload multiple times a day, like...
Yeah, I think there is something to that where they just won't show it, because I noticed, and somebody made a video, I watched a channel, 200,000 subs on it, but they upload multiple videos a day, like 3 to 5. And a lot of them are series, so it's like, this part 5 or whatever. They recently changed it now, so it's not like that, but they do a catchy tagline or something, like something they say in that episode is now the title of the video, and they changed their thumbnail up a bit too. Because I guess if you start numerically uploading a lot of videos, YouTube just thinks you're spamming people's sub boxes, and it won't show them all. And there's got to be something behind it if they're fucking changing their thumbnail format and how they label their videos, because otherwise why change it? And I believe it. I mean, I guess if you upload 3 videos a day, you're spamming sub boxes.
Oh yeah, I remember getting yelled at for that. You're spamming my sub box, then don't subscribe.
Or don't watch.
Right? Like, okay, so wait a minute. You like my content enough to subscribe to me, but you don't like my content that much. And also, just don't click on it.
The sub boxes are so fucked up, and so is the timeline. I haven't been to the sub tab in forever. I never used the homepage ever, even 2011. I just didn't like interfacing with it. I would just use the subscription tab. But I don't even do that anymore nowadays because it's so fucked up. I just have like 5 to 10 channels that I know the URL to, and I just punch that in, go to their channel, I'll hit the video tab, and I'll watch whatever I missed. That's what I do now. And it's quicker, too. I don't have to see if that's the best way to know if they uploaded something, because Subbox or the timeline might have fucking missed something.
It's just, it sucks. YouTube is just, I don't know, man. Twitch streaming, it's easy, it's intuitive. The chat's a whole lot, the interaction via chat is a whole lot better. Here, I'm going to say hi to everybody. Hello, everybody watching. Hit that follow button and the click to tweet. I want to see 500 people in here. See, I say hi to everybody. boop. And now people can respond to me in real time. I can read responses in real time. Somebody says, "Hey, Lefty," smiley face. "Hi, Lefty." Hi, all these people.
And that just goes to show how bad it is. Machinima just recently switched to Twitch and does. They said a partnership in the blog I read, but I don't know what that means. But they have a channel on there, Machinima, and they're doing their quote unquote race for Black Ops, fucking Ghost over there, and they've been pushing YouTube so hard. Like,
they pushed YouTube streaming when they had the Facebook app, and then
they had the app. They had their own version of like Wirecast or whatever too. They were giving signing bonuses. Even I was offered one to go to YouTube streaming, but you couldn't run mid rolls back then, which is how I made most of my streaming revenue and how most people do. The pre-roll only brings in so much. And now they're on Twitch now because Machinima employees and Machinima employees on the live stream staff still were using Twitch to stream. I mean, they did YouTube because for a while they tried it, but like Fwiz was streaming on Twitch with Optic and them, and he's head up of Machinimaverse and their live streaming thing or whatever. And now they're there because it's interactive. I bet you anything it pulls in more revenue, and you can do things like the subscriber function, and you can post links in the chat if you want to, and all these other things. You can customize it. It's just better, you know?
Yeah, we'll talk a little bit about Twitch streaming when we come back from a break. But, you know, to wrap this up, put a bow on it, YouTube is, it's been heading down a road for some months / years. And I don't know. I don't know if they see where they're going. I don't know if they see the fact that Chiz, you've been on the main screen just doing it.
I know, that's why I just keep rocking back and forth now.
Because I forget. I'm sorry. I know I'm supposed to be captain on the thing, but I forget sometimes.
Director.
But, you know, it's just they're moving down a path that doesn't seem to include certain types of content creators. You know, if you're a professional guy that's doing Freddie W, if you're that kind of YouTuber, they love you. But if your bread and butter is multiple uploads a day or regular uploads every single day, once or twice, they don't really have time for you. They don't care.
Which is a shame that they do that. It's really fun. I'm going to go over the time real quick. I'll wrap it up.
That's fine.
But I do want to go to break. I need coffee. But it's fucked up because the only other service that will let you spam it all you want is Vimeo. I think the highest video of all time there is like 5 million. Vimeo is really like an indie artist, I'm in film school type of thing, and it's great for that stuff. Blip is the other kind of competitor to YouTube, which recently was purchased by Maker Studio, which is a network with YouTube. The problem, and they offer good CPMs and stuff like that, and it has great content. The reason it has great content is because it limits who is allowed to be on Blip.tv and upload. They are shows that are on there. You know, the stuff that the Red vs. Blue stuff from Rooster Teeth. People that do like a news show or whatever, they get to be on there. People who do Let's Plays or just want to do a commentary are not allowed on Blip and can't upload there. So you would think YouTube would stop trying to market for the upper classness TV mentality of their network and go for the masses instead, quantity over quality. And it's not negative in this sense because the people doing the quality still have good content. That's why they have 1 million, a couple 100,000 subs. They don't make shit stuff. They're entertaining. It's just how they make their money, and they're making YouTube money. They get a lot of views is with quantity. Why would you hinder that in any way whatsoever for the all-star one a day or one a week channels? It doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
I don't know. So Twitch is killing it right now. Twitch is absolutely killing it. We'll talk a little bit more about that. Move on. Talk about Call of Duty Ghosts, Battlefield 4, even a sporting topic maybe, and some other stuff along the way. You've got That's Not Why You Called. We'll be right back.
That's Not Why You Called. Thursdays, 7 p.m. Central. That's Not Why You Called.
Welcome back. That's Not Why You Called. I got distracted. I was reading the chat. I was scrolling through the chat on Twitch. My apologies for being late on the
Just blame Google.
No, I blame Twitch for making an interactive and fun chat that scrolls quickly. And
you.
Yeah.
This guy.
I was scrolling through. I was like, all right, we got a minute and a half till the break, and then I just started reading stuff in the chat. My bad. I'm sorry. It's also been 2 weeks. Totally unprofessional. Most unprofessional show. But speaking of Twitch and their awesome platform, which is awesome because they gave me a subscribe button, so you can subscribe $4.99 a month. You get access to subscriber-only chats like the That's Not Why You Called pre-show. You get also access to subscriber-only giveaways. You get a cool chat badge that I emailed Twitch about. I'm going to have to email them again tomorrow because they haven't responded yet. You get custom emoticons. Those are also on the way. I got to size stuff correctly. You get a lot of cool stuff. So consider doing it. Also hit the follow button, twitch.tv/lefty643. But we were talking about how Twitch is almost, were we almost saying that Twitch is superior to YouTube?
It is superior. Not that it's almost. It's
what was that?
Well, because you said Twitch is great, and I wanted to interject something.
Well, interject. What the fuck were you waiting for?
No, you were doing sales pitch. I'm not going to interject during sales pitch.
Thank you, Chiz.
That's just rude.
That's professionalism.
Professional.
Mm-hmm. Now everybody watch me smoke. But not every Twitch is amazing and it's great. But I also don't like the innovations they've done on their front. The description section you used to be able to, it was just a blank HTML slate. You could put a flash. I used to have a flash description with buttons you could hit and it would slide through different things.
Oh, that's cool.
It was cool. This one's still nice if you format it correctly. It formats the same way as Reddit, like an ampersand and stuff like that, asterisks.
It's called markup, I believe.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So that's a small one, but the bigger one is the homepage. I don't really care for the Twitch homepage nowadays to where it was in 2011, 2002. It had the same video slider at the top, I think, showing off different people. Mm-hmm. But at the bottom, it would pick like 4 or 5 games. It would be like StarCraft 2, LoL. The latest Call of Duty was always there because it was like the next hottest game, and then something else. Mm-hmm. And I liked that because it would then show 4 thumbnails.
Oh, right. Streaming. It would show people. It would be down. It would be like the top 5 or 6 games being streamed by viewership on Twitch, and then across it would be like 5 or 6 people that were actually streaming that game live on Twitch, and you could go from there. I see what you mean.
Yeah, it would show their name, and it would show their viewer count, too. And I liked that because I could get technically on the homepage of Twitch during those days when I streamed Black Ops Modern Warfare 3. And it was cool. But you know, it's a give and take. So now the homepage for the actual player at the top, that's not just reserved for the highest of the high. You know, if That's Not Why You Called gets even bigger and Lefty sends an email, he'll get thrown into the rotation or whatever. I don't know how the rotation works. You get certain time slots and stuff like that, and but he can get on there. You know,
for the homepage.
Yeah, for the homepage.
Oh, that's why you all need to pound that click to tweet button and get some more people in here so I can justify to Twitch when I'm like, hey, put us on the homepage once.
Exactly. For just 2 hours, we just want Thursday. It's not asking for a whole lot. You know, Lefty will do the work on his normal streams, grassroots, guerrilla style, like he already does. We just want that slot. So that's cool that you can do that, but I do miss that lower half of the page featuring different streamers and stuff. Now it just is, you know, browse by all games, most popular, stuff like that.
Right, so, now it shows you more top games being streamed but not streamed.
Right, it shows you the category and how many viewers are watching in those categories, but you have to click there. But I mean, they make better improvements to the UI and stuff like that. Now on the left I can click profile, following, messages, all of that stuff. Before it kind of bugged me following wasn't there, because if you're on a stream like I am now, ours or my own, I would have to I would click the Twitch thing, and then I would hit the following in the top right like it is on the homepage. Now they've added that, so that's cool. And now on the dashboards we use, our stream key is there. I don't have to go type in another URL. So they make a lot of good things, but not all of them are good. Well, okay. I guess they have justification on their end for some reason as to why they got rid of the homepage like that. Mm-hmm. So I don't crucify them for it. They've done a lot more good than bad, whereas I cannot say the same for YouTube.
Right, and you know what? A lot of your complaints, a lot of your criticisms are reasonable, and just but they also, like you say, they have reasons for doing so. I mean, I don't think you could say for Twitch the same you say about YouTube, in that Twitch, I don't think, is making whether it is unintended is doesn't matter. It's irrelevant, but they're not making an attack of some kind on one kind of content creator.
Right. And when something breaks on Twitch, which happened a month or two ago, I don't know if you remember, something, I guess there was a quote-unquote security or hacking risk that happened. Nothing got leaked, but there was a scare or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They come out and say, yeah, this is broken now, or we're working on this. We understand what the problem is. Sub boxes have been broken for like over a year and get more broken through various updates. They never acknowledge that they're broken, or maybe they're just not broken, but they're doing those algorithms, and that's why they never bring it up. Like, hey, if you upload 5 videos a day, 4 are not going to get seen,
Mm-hmm. And that's another thing. It's like, because I like uploading a video to YouTube, I feel like I kind of have to do it sometimes. Like today, I uploaded a video, and today I woke up and I'm like, oh crap, I don't have a video ready to go today. Like, I'll have That's Not Why You Called later, but midday I got nothing. Like, I got to, oh crap, what do I got to do? So I had to sift through a bunch of stuff I had pre-recorded, and then I rendered it out and uploaded it. Okay, but I don't relish going to YouTube. I don't relish YouTubing, really, because it's not intuitive. It's not simple. There are a lot of hoops you have to go through. I had to spend so much time linking my Google Plus now so that I could continue to interact on my own videos. And Twitch, I'm excited to stream to Twitch. I like streaming to Twitch TV. Like today, okay, we're going to do That's Not Why You Called It 7. Can I get a stream? Can I get a gaming live stream in before That's Not Why You Called? Hell yeah, let's do it. So for 2.5 hours, or 2 hours, because I fucking nat type on my Xbox. But for 2 hours, I streamed before it. We're doing the show now live on Twitch TV. And after the show, there's going to probably be another stream. I'm probably going to be back. And YouTube just doesn't feel like a destination for me anymore. It doesn't feel like a destination for my content anymore. Right. And
it would have taken you 20 additional minutes for each stream to just set it up earlier if you were streaming to YouTube, because you have to set up a stream with the RTMP and all that jazz, and then hit live on YouTube, and then live stream go on your client. Mm-hmm. It's not friendly. It's not friendly, and I commend Twitch for having the better platform all around. And I don't know where YouTube's going, and it's actually it's a little bit worrisome that you've got YouTube that's doing all these things that undermine what I do. At least what people like me do, not what all YouTubers do, but what YouTubers like I do. And on top of that, you've got the passive-aggressive way they just take mobile advertisements for themselves. They're like, nope, none of this for you. And you take those things together, and it's like, I don't feel like I'm wanted at YouTube. I mean, I know I shouldn't because it's YouTube and I'm nobody. Okay. But I'm supposed to be. I have a contract that says, like, I'm kind of like, YouTube is... They should be aware of me to a certain extent. Right. Yeah. All partners have that. They have a contract with YouTube via a network that says, hey, we mutually care about each other. This thing of ours is a thing. And, we're not going to YouTube, we're not going to break our site for you, the content creator. That's not going to happen. But we do mutually benefit from what you do and what we provide. You provide the content, we provide the platform and the viewership. Okay. I don't feel like that anymore. No. I don't feel like YouTube cares. There's no transparency with YouTube. The site's going to be under maintenance. I had no idea Google Plus comments were going to go live.
Wouldn't it be a simple thing to email your partners, contractors, and say like, hey, Google Plus comments are going live for everybody on this date. Get you ready, if not prime all your viewers if they want to be able to still interact with your content in that way. Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
When the site goes down, when it's like we have to fix sub boxes because something breaks. I don't know how big, complicated websites work, but I assume crap breaks, and you need to shut it down to fix it. Okay, like because I stream. I'm like, well, when something goes wrong in a stream, there are some things that I can do while the stream's still going, but there are yet other things that I need to shut the stream down and fix offline, and then come back online, and it will be fixed. Okay, but tell your partners that. Partners, contractors, but tell your contractors that. How many YouTube partners are there?
A lot.
Tens of thousands, right?
Tens of thousands.
You can still send out tens of thousands of emails, can't you?
Yes, you can.
Do it all the time. Just send out a massive alert. Warning, shit will be fucked up for like 6 hours maybe. That's all. Just make me feel like I kind of matter to you. I know I don't. I know I'm not anybody, and that's fine, but if you're going to call it a partnership and you're going to call me a YouTube partner, then I'm not going to be a partner with YouTube. I understand that, but just don't make me feel like I should be happy that you're pounding me in the ass. Like I should turn around and say thank you.
The biggest one is the mobile views thing. That is a huge fuck you to everyone who's partnered with you. That is 50 to 60% of your potential revenue just be taken out of pocket, stolen out of pocket, with no justification whatsoever. And there's like, no, you're not getting this. And then you have Twitch on the other hand. They come up with the subscribe thing they take a little bit out of the sub thing, but you also get some of that. It's an extra revenue stream for you. They come up with Twitch Turbo, which I don't know what Blackmagic Voodoo they got going, but they've done the math, I guess. So you pay $10 and you don't get ads, and your streamer, the broadcast you're watching, is still supported as if you're getting the ad impression. So it's not taking anything away from that broadcaster if you choose to go along with this service to help Twitch and also your experience, so you don't have to run ad block. And that's a good deterrent from people using ad block on Twitch, where YouTube, on the other hand, will not speak on the matter of ad block and doesn't give a shit, frankly. Mobile, Twitch is working on making it so mobile watchers will count towards ad impressions on your streams and stuff like that. All of these different things is to better the platform of Twitch as a whole and keep them running nice and oiled, but also the broadcasters so they don't fuck off and go to Ustream or these various other platforms that are out there. It's a mutual benefit. You know, we need the broadcasters. They bring the viewers. That's how we make revenue. We should be helping them more so they want to stay here, hang out, and keep broadcasting. Bring your following from whatever other multimedia company or area you are on the internet and bring them to Twitch because it's nice here. YouTube is completely the opposite. They're very cold. They're like Apple. Everything is a closed box. You're not allowed to know any intricate workings of the box. If there's a problem, fuck you. We're taking half of your paycheck because fuck you. We need more billions of dollars to put in offshore accounts. It's just complete opposite. Go to hell.
Right? Yeah. If you've got problems, you go to the Google product forums and good luck. But with Twitch, if I have a problem, I email somebody, and they more often than not answer.
If you email them, they've got like 3 various accounts you can tweet and get a response out of. And it doesn't matter if you have 1,000 followers, 10 followers, or 100,000 followers. You'll usually get a response unless it's something astronomically niche or they're busy at maintenance. And they'll give you updates before shit hits the fan. Like, hey, we know about this problem. Even things that don't pertain directly to them.
They made me aware of an XSplit fuck up.
Exactly. That's not. I mean, it relates to them in the realm of live streaming because their stream keys are going to get out and people on their platform will get fucked. But it's not their problem. It's XSplit's problem to announce those things and get it out there. But they're still voicing it through their platforms, YouTube doesn't give a fuck. They don't even announce their own problems. They don't acknowledge anyone via Twitter. I bet I could look at the YouTube creator Twitter and it probably has 1 tweet a day and it has nothing to do with support. Cunts.
It's bad. And you know what? The other thing I had to re-up, and I'm going to try to not violate my own agreement here. I had to re-up with Twitch because of the subscription button. I had to sign a new agreement, and I was reading through it. And Katie remembers my face as I was reading because it was a good solid like 30 minutes. Katie, can you reenact your main screen? Can you reenact my face?
For like an hour at least.
An hour? Really?
I still have the Gyazo of it where I was just reading something and I look over and we were both holding our faces like this.
Mm-hmm.
I still have the Gyazo.
And so I was reading it, and you know, a lot of contracts, especially for this kind of thing, you know, YouTube contracts with YouTube and contracts with networks that are you know work through or networks that work through YouTube or YouTube working through networks. It's a slanted deal. It's a stacked deck. YouTube owns your ass forever and ever and ever in the observable universe, and whatever other parts of the universe become observed at any time. We own you. We own your content. We own your channel. We own motherfucking everything. And you get ads. You get ad revenue off that. That's basically the gist of contracts with YouTube. Twitch, I was reading my deal, and it was. I know it doesn't really mean anything because it's just a contract. It's a binding agreement, but it feels like it's a lot more of a level playing field. They say, here are the rights that you know, these are the rights we have, these are the rights you have, and these are all the things that you can do that we can't do. We cannot infringe upon this, or blah 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 blah. And it just felt as though I was probably a lot more important than I really am, but it just felt a lot more, I don't know how to say it, down home, homely.
Personal.
Right, exactly. It felt a lot more personal. Like somebody somewhere for about a fraction of a second would give a shit if something bad happens. But with YouTube, there's no such thing. Now, I wonder how much of it is YouTube's owned by Google. YouTube is Google, and Google is just the things Google does is ridiculous. And the size, the traffic that they receive, ridiculous. Twitch is a big site on the internet, but it's not Google.
No.
So how much of that feeling that I had and what we've been talking about really, and the differences between YouTube and Google and Twitch, how much of that is explained away by saying, well, if Twitch were as big as Google, you'd probably feel similarly about Twitch as you do Google in terms of the feelings you get in dealing with them. I wonder how much of that is wrapped up by that. Like when Twitch, because I think it's going to be telling in the next generation of consoles. Mm-hmm. Twitch has got huge with both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Sony had Ustream, and they were like, oh shit, never mind, Ustream is bad. Yeah. So we got to talk to Twitch now. And so Twitch is going to be, there's going to be huge uptick in Twitch coming this holiday season. Huge.
Yep.
And I wonder, it's going to be interesting to see how, if at all, that feeling you get from the powers that be at Twitch gets. I'm wondering if there's going to be a change.
I mean, there might be, if you want to look at it with an analogy. I mean, it's like we're comparing Walmart to a mom and pop store, a general store down the street or whatever. And Twitch is a startup. I mean, it's massive, and it makes, it's like 15 million unique visitors a month, and it does really well for itself. But it is a startup. It's not even a large business by any means. So you could say it's not fair to compare them, but fucking compare them. I don't know. They could change their tone, but I think they were so grassroots. I mean, they did it with Justin.tv, and then they branched off and they grassroots Twitch TV. YouTube, on the other hand, was acquired by Google. They tried to do their own video service, and it went to shit real quick, and they couldn't compete against YouTube.
What was it called? Google what?
Video.
What a great name.
Yeah.
I love how Google just it was like, Google this, Google
just
that.
Fucking tag our name at the end of it. Mm-hmm. So they didn't build YouTube from the ground up, and their attempt was fucking awful and not user-friendly whatsoever. Whereas Twitch, with JTV, they did it. With Twitch TV, they did it. So it's a little more... Mm-hmm. They know the hardships. They know what their users want and how to make things better. Google just bought YouTube. They don't really know what the fuck they're doing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And they also don't care. There's no, like, they're a multi-international billion-dollar conglomerate. They really don't. They could give a fuck how you or I feel right now, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Even if YouTube went to shit, they'd still be sitting pretty with Gmail. I'm sure it's the #1 email service out there with their search engine. Google Docs, I'm pretty sure, is going to start replacing Microsoft Word Suite.
Mm-hmm.
It really is great. So they got other areas of investments. They really, it doesn't matter if we're pissed off right now. Whereas Twitch, I think they would give a shit. And it's funny because back to where Twitch has their hands in a little bit of everything and how they work with Expo and stuff, you can upload your VOD, your VOD on Twitch that you highlighted to YouTube, no problem. You know, you
With their
can't-
amazing ass internet, 600 upload speed.
Right, and also you now have to stream at a constant bit rate at like 2 frame intervals or whatever, which is a lot more bandwidth intensive on their server end, and it's going to cost them a lot more money, but it makes your streams better, and it's easier for mobile users on iPads and stuff like that. So it's a better experience for all the viewers and the broadcaster, and they're willing to bite that bullet.
Yep. Yes, they are. Twitch is doing well, and I'm glad to be if not on the ground floor, then I'm glad to be where I am. You know, should we? Oh, we got to go to a break. I want to ask a question of you and the chat at large, the live chat that is. But
Okay.
But when we come back, I want to ask a question, and then we'll get into some topics. Let's say, well, we've had some topics. I think, kind of, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, Call of Duty Ghosts. When we come back, I like that idea.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. That's
More
not why you
randomly.
called. Hit the follow button. Subscribe. $4.99. While we're waiting, you get a kind of a shout out. I don't know. I missed some people I know because in between the Ghost stream and then the start of the show, a few people subscribed that I missed. So if I missed you, if you didn't get your welcome to the Dog Pound, let me know in the chat and I'll hit you up. Probably later, not during the show, but later. So Katie, get ready to write them down. Katie, take a note. Be right back.
Put a pen in it.
Right. In a note, in pen. Okay, we'll be right back.
That's not why you called. Thursdays, 7 p.m. Central. That's not why you called.
Did you have a problem with my fretboarding? Or fretting? Is that what it's called? Oh, God. Sorry, you were muted. All right, you're good. Did you have a problem with my... Is that what it's called? This little
Fretting.
move? Fretting, where you hold the note and then you tap it on the neck, right? All that
That's
remains
just
does that.
tapping.
Then what is fretting?
I think it was that.
No, I thought that was what it's like when you hold it, you hold the note, and then you go up instead of, I don't know what
Instead
it's
of
called.
plucking.
Instead of plucking, you tap farther up the neck.
I'm pretty sure it's just tapping.
Is that tapping? I thought it was called fretting. I don't know. All that remains does it.
Boom,
Tapping?
got
Oh,
it, tapping.
I don't know. Then what is fretting exactly? Demonstrate for us.
I thought it was just that part, just
Oh, just
climbing the neck.
okay. I don't know. Most of my guitar playing knowledge comes from
That is
Guitar
not a
Hero.
hammer-on. A hammer-on is when you play a note and then you finger it while it's already been plucked. So you go pluck, E, F, you boom.
I always thought it was when you go from red to green on... You're holding the red and then you press the green down too.
I played guitar the first one I played was Guitar Hero 2, and I played actual guitar when that came out, and I didn't even notice there were different notes for hammer-ons and pull-offs in that game. So a lot of those insane solos I never got because I was hitting every note and strumming instead of doing actual hammer-on and pull-offs like you're supposed to.
Yeah, from
Those
what
are
I'm seeing, it's just moving your hand up and down.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that was a fun game. Guitar Heroes, the Guitar Hero games were fun. Like the first incarnations when they became
1, 2,
like
3.
Yeah, when they became jokes unto themselves.
2 a year jokes.
Especially when people started figuring out the whole concept of DLC. Like
That's
why
it went under.
Right, why do I need Guitar Hero the Beatles? Why do I need Guitar Hero?
Well, that was Rock Band, and fuck you.
Oh, whatever. But you know what I'm talking. Rock Band too.
Rock Band's only done 2 of those. Guitar Hero did like 5. They did Metallica.
Okay.
They did a country. No, I think even Rock Band did the country pack. That was before DLC though. They did Aerosmith, which was a bad one. And they did a bunch. Oh, Van Halen wasn't. They gave Van Halen copies away. They had too many because I think another Guitar Hero game came out as well, and they had to give away copies of Van. Oh, it was Guitar Hero 5. They put them out at the same time. If you got Guitar Hero 5, you would get Van Halen. There were so many extra copies of it. And then DJ Hero and shit like that. Like, it's so bad. Guitar Hero 2 is still my favorite rhythm game of all time.
Mm-hmm. And they were fun games, like
I love
especially
every song
party
on the
games.
soundtrack.
What's that?
I love every song on the Guitar Hero 2 soundtrack.
Yeah, a lot of them were really good. I remember playing that many times.
And I appreciate Rock Band for doing the Beatles game, even though really difficult at some songs. And the only other one they did was Green Day, and I am quite the fan of the punk. So thank you so much. I still have it somewhere. I don't know where it's at. I had a GameStop storefront giant Green Day Rock Band sign, and I got that on my way home from Six Flags. It was a really fucking great day.
Nice.
Minus the sunburn, because I'm pale as shit.
Nice. But I wanted to ask, because we've been talking about Twitch streaming. I talk about, is it worth get a couple beers and go play Ghosts after the show? Chiz, what do you say?
Yeah.
Should we do it? Because you're 21 now, so we can talk about this openly. And I don't have to feel like a damn criminal.
Yeah, I'm really happy the cap was sealed tight when I did that. That would have been fucking.
That would have been a very, very expensive
That would have poured
mistake.
right on the mixer. Yeah.
Right? Because first of all, you're pouring liquid onto your microphone mixer, and second of all, that's Jack Daniels you're pouring onto your microphone.
But it's 40 proof, right? So only 40% of what it touches is going to get shorted, because alcohol won't short anything.
Okay.
So it's a half expensive mistake.
Well, I think once you cause a short in an electrical system, you can't just like, oh man, I shorted only the first channel, or the fourth channel is shorted. Dang nabbit. Once you short it, it's all.
I've been so fucked up over here because for whatever reason during the show, the light on channel 1, which is where my mic is, if I mute it, it lights up, and then if I unmute it, it doesn't go away. So I was confused. But if I flick on and off channel 2's mute, it'll turn off the light and reset it on 1. I don't know why it does that, and it scares me.
Because your mind is thinking this board is about 30 seconds away from self-destructing. You're thinking it's like it's teetering on the edge of whether it's going to be able to.
Because it shouldn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Channel 2 light shouldn't be talking to channel 1 light, right? Yeah. So it shouldn't do that. And if this explodes, I have to go back to that Yeti over there, and that Yeti does not shock mount, and I refuse to do that.
Yeah, those aren't fun. But
they're not.
I do that all the time too, because when my computer boots up and it goes through post, it says it doesn't recognize any hard disks.
I don't know why, but
and I remember
when
I first saw it, I freaked out. No hard disks detected. I'm like, what? What? No, bad. Oh my God, what's wrong? And then the operating system loads and everything's fine. I'm like, oh, okay. And then once in a while, there's another splash screen that doesn't show up every time I start the PC, but there's another splash screen that shows. I think it's called American Standard or something, and then it lists everything. And sometimes it's like no keyboard detected. I'm like, what? And then the operating system loads. Everything's okay. And then the other day, I saw that same splash screen, and it listed everything. It listed both my hard drives, the PCI, the Blackmagic PCI thing, my video card. I'm like, what's going on? But I just choose not to think about those things because if I did think and worry about them, I'd go insane. So,
What the hell? You're like delayed now for me.
I'm delayed
This
for
is-
you?
Picture, not for me, but your picture just like went away. It was really weird.
My picture?
Yeah.
Why?
Wait.
I don't know.
Again. Talk again, Lefty.
Hello.
Talk again.
Hi.
Okay, I think it's better. I think it's fixed. Thanks, Hangout.
Katie, can you see me?
Yeah, your picture just went away for like 5 seconds and then it just came back. It was weird.
No, you're both delayed for me, and I didn't touch anything.
Oh, it might be an internet issues. Google Hangouts do that once in a while.
Yeah.
It's fine for me.
The troubles of live broadcasts.
Or just Hangout sucking dick.
Yeah, we probably do need to find something else that can do video.
Fucking asshole.
We need a studio. Now that I got the
Soon.
subscribe button, everybody subscribe. We're getting studio time. And by studio time, I mean we're going to own a studio.
Whole studio. It's gonna have those foam things on it. We can use condenser mics. Well, no, because there's multiple people in the same room, so not a good idea.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we can't. I guess we can.
We get a desk, and it's like a U shape or an L, so that way we can still face each other. Because otherwise, it's just weird. Because then you turn away, and I'm talking into the mic like this, but I'm looking at you over there.
No. We're all going to be facing a wall. The room has 4 walls. We're all going to be facing a wall and just talking to each other through screens and microphones.
And pretend it. Yeah, just have a monitor for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. We just get a
multiple
surveillance
monitors.
system.
Duh. I'm never going back to a single monitor setup. Fuck that. Fuck
I
it.
got 3.
Yeah. I gotta need 3.
I replaced it. I had a 32-inch TV and it got hot as fuck, so I replaced it with a real monitor.
Katie, were you talking? Because you were muted.
Yeah, I forgot.
What's up?
I was just saying that I couldn't switch back to one monitor if I
No.
wanted to.
It's barbaric.
No, yeah,
Couldn't do it.
fucking-
I could add a
might as well.
monitor,
You
though.
might as well not even have a computer if you don't have a second monitor. You might as well not own a.
And stop putting me on the main thing. I don't-
Why not?
No.
Oh my god. All right. But anyway, we were talking about PC components, and I love technology. Chiz, you brought this up. The GeForce or NVIDIA announced the 780 Ti. What does TI stand for, by the way? Am I still delayed for you?
Google's broken.
Is he getting his phone out because he thinks he's going to have to... Oh. Chiz?
Hey!
See him.
What
I
the
can
hell?
hear you now.
What the hell happened?
I just got like a lag spike.
Oh, okay.
And you're completely gone from me, but I see Katie. There you go, you're back.
All right. So, what is the NVIDIA announced the 780 Ti? What does TI stand for?
I don't know.
Can somebody look it up? Katie? TI, the TI in video cards. But the 780 Ti, you linked us the specs, and you have some questions for NVIDIA, don't you?
I do. Why is your Between Titan and 780 card $300 less than the Titan, which is fine. You would picture that for being in the middle. But it beats the Titan on every level of performance. It has more CUDA cores, so it's better for rendering.
And he's gone. There goes...
There he goes.
There goes Chiz's internet. Fantastic. I
Wait,
love
what
it.
the hell is Google News homepage? What is this? What?
What? What now?
It's like when I searched it, it had, you know, where it usually has the option like, do you mean blah, blah, blah at the top. Now it's, do you want to add blah, blah, blah to your Google News homepage? And then you click it, and it just a bunch of crap just pops up.
Well, that was
What
weird.
the hell?
What happened now?
Nothing. I didn't. I was watching the stream, and I guess like my Hangout actual client window just stopped. I don't even know where I got cut off at.
Where did he get cut off at? I don't know. Oh, CUDA cores. CUDA cores was the last thing I heard.
Yeah, it has more CUDA cores than the Titan, so it's better for rendering. It beats it in performance, so it means you get alta frames more than the Titan when it comes to gaming. So it beats it on every front. So why is it $300 cheaper than your highest performing card, and it beats it on every front? It seems a little.
Its memory speed is 7 gigabits per second as opposed to the no, the GeForce, the 780 Ti.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying the Titan is 6.
Right, the Titan is 6.
Yeah.
The memory bandwidth is higher. They have the same outputs. They have the same power consumption. You can 4-way SLI 780 Ti's, and you can only 3-way SLI Titans. Video RAM, because GDDR5 is a hell of a lot more expensive than GDDR3, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the Titan comes with 6 gigabytes of video RAM, GDDR5 RAM, and the GeForce GTX 780 Ti only 3.
But I said it to Woody. I'm like, I feel like I've never seen a graphics card. I'm not talking about like cards used in rendering farms, but for consumer level like gaming and stuff like that, I've never seen a card go over 4 gigabytes. So I feel like the 6 is almost. Does it do anything? Is it like having a motherboard that doesn't support 32 gigabytes of RAM? Is there no return on the investment for that extra 2 gigs or whatever, or 3? I think the 780 Ti has. It beats it everywhere else. It renders faster because that's all that CUDA cores, or that's all that those applications use is CUDA cores. The memory doesn't really matter there. So it renders faster. It gets more frames. It runs faster. It just has less RAM.
And it's $300 cheaper.
Yep, it's $300 cheaper.
Could this mean that they're not really as? Is the Titan not selling well?
I guess that might be what it is. That it's just not in the consumer range, $1,000 for a Titan. But then why would an enthusiast buy the Titan either? I guess they would maybe buy 278 Ti's for that and spend the extra $400 or $200.
Well, because I mean, if you think about it, when the Titan dropped, the 780 wasn't even close to it. Right? Well, the Titan dropped before the 780, didn't it?
It did.
So the Titan was the thing, and then AMD came out with a card that was similar to, at least in terms of specifications. Now, practical performance, I think it's even better, some say, than the Titan, but it was at least as good as the Titan as far as hardware goes, and it was cheaper. So does this signal NVIDIA saying, all right, the Titan was just a cool thing. We were like, this is the best and baddest MFer on the block. And then once we explored the hardware and the architecture more, okay, we can do it better for cheaper. And on top of that, other people are doing it better for cheaper, and it's not selling very well. So here's the 780 Ti.
About the Ti thing, basically all what I'm getting is it doesn't really stand for anything. From what I've seen, I haven't figured out what exactly it stands for, but it basically just means it's better than just the basic model.
Okay. Pretty
much, as we can already tell. But that's pretty much it.
So it's like a classification within a classification.
Right.
Okay. So $699 available for Christmas. Huh?
Apparently, it stood for titanium. It's the Element Titanium Ti.
Oh, okay.
That's what I see everywhere.
I looked on a bunch of sites and I couldn't see anything. Even
so
it just signified what she said, though. It just signified that this was a higher end card than the predecessor without the Ti. But I guess the Ti in and of itself stands for titanium. Don't know why that matters. It's
what is this, back in the early 90s when just everything, when you just add titanium to something because that's the biggest thing?
It made
it like
badass.
Steel, like when steel was a thing, it's like, oh my god, a cast iron is amazing. And then it's like, hey, there's this thing called steel. Like, holy fuck! Oh my god, steel! This is insane. It's the future, man.
I'm going to pull a direct quote from someone. It stands for titanium just to make it sound fancy and super powerful, probably. I doubt it's actually made out of titanium unless a couple parts are, which could be possible. Boom.
There we go.
NVIDIA cards also run a lot cooler than the AMD ones, so that's a benefit on their end. I don't know how they pull it off, but AMD cards will melt your room if they run at 100%. Like, they will make your room, the standard whatever, fucking 9x10 room, if it's running at full 100%, it will fucking raise the temperature by like 10 degrees.
Which video cards are designed to use 100% of their clock speed? Not like CPUs. 100% CPU usage, bad. 100% GPU usage, not necessarily bad. because they're designed to do that. So, Katie, when is the 780 Ti dropping? When's it available to buy? When can I get my hands on one of these bad boys?
You already can. I thought it dropped on the 7th.
Oh, so
Oh, I've been freaking keeping track. Believe me.
so
Oh, snap.
we got Christmas coming up, don't we?
Maybe.
You know, Katie, I do enjoy having all the frames.
You know what?
You know that, right?
You're all Mr. Oh, please don't get me an expensive, Christmas gift, because then I'll have to spend that much money on you, and then I'll feel bad if I can't. And now you're like, yeah, you want to buy that girl, don't you?
Well, that was before I saw the specs on the 780
Yeah,
Ti.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't know it was this awesome.
And it's kind of a win-win because if you get him the 780 Ti, then he can then give you his previously used 680 Twin Frozer. Everybody wins.
And if you don't want, well, the 680 is going to be a backup regardless.
What is she having on a 670?
She's got a 580.
Or 580, right?
She's got my 580 that was originally a part of the build. It's the Twin Frozer 2.
Dose. Do you have the 3?
I have the Twin Frozer 3.
MSI.
Always gotta be better.
Yep.
All to frames.
Well, you know what? If enough people subscribe to my Twitch channel and come out for live streams, then we don't have to worry about who's got better what. We can just go. You see, that's what I've thought about a few times. Is that how awesome would it be to be able to go to a place like I don't know who's that Fry's? They do
Fry's
wholesale.
Electronics,
Yeah,
Tiger Direct.
But like with a retail store. I want to be able to go to a retail store and just walk through and go two of that, two. I want to get a whole and just boop, there it is. And then here's the money for it.
The things he
not
was
cash.
pointing at was thermal paste.
Right. I want thermal paste. I want those cable ties.
Give me 2 of those DVDs. Yeah, those DVDs.
Are those discount Blu-rays? Yeah. Bring 'em here.
You're in Chicago, so you would go to Tiger Direct.
No, there's a Fry's.
Is
Yeah, in the West Burbs.
Because I know you have a Tiger Direct there, which is kind of cool. I would like to see one of those. They're not here. We have Fry's, though. Lots of Fry's. I love Fry's.
Fry's everywhere.
I don't like when I go into an area of Fry's, though, when it's not bedazzled with a bunch of stuff on the shelves. It looks like a fucking post-apocalyptic movie that's rated here.
But wouldn't that be awesome? Just be able to go on a PC part buying spree without having to worry about, like if ASUS contacts you and they're like, "Look, you got 5 Gs for your sponsored build. Go." So many good things are being bought by me. That would be awesome.
You need more to RAM.
I need more RAM, and I can't download it.
No, you cannot download
Don't
it.
have the download speeds.
Will not work. Black Friday's coming up.
Oh, that's right. There's going to be some
Cyber
sales
Monday.
on Cyber Monday. Oh my God. Oh, keep me away from Newegg that day, please.
I wish Amazon had better sales than Newegg because I hate buying things off of Newegg because it's like it has free shipping. It's like, yeah, but it's 48 days, and I can do your little free Super Saver thing and get 2 days, but I have to sign up for this weird-ass account that isn't even, like, Newegg related, but you have a partnership with them or whatever. And I don't know how Amazon does tax, because sometimes I get taxed for certain things, usually the more expensive ones, and other things I do not. But Newegg is always tax on tax on tax. Like, they'll be like, it's $80 discount with this code. I apply the code, then they factor in the tax, and it's like, all right, it's now $82. Or it's like it was originally $100, but with the discount, it's $80, and then you add the tax, and it's back to its regular price. It's saddening.
And that's why I love about Steam. No tax. Which why
Because
does
they ain't got no retail locations.
then why does EA charge me tax?
Because they have retail locations.
Oh, is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Bastards. I don't want to pay you
Yeah.
tax.
Well, that and also because I don't know if they have a retail location. I'm sure they do, but it might have something to do with the fact that they distribute to places that sell in brick and mortar stores. There might be like some kind of loophole that they also have to charge tax, because otherwise it comes down to, well, if I'm getting taxed here and not here, why the fuck would I go and buy the physical copy when I can pay less and get the digital copy?
That's
They
true.
shoot their retail side of sales in the foot if they don't tax on digital.
All right. Well, subscribers can look forward to more Steam sale games being given away.
Giveaways.
Giveaways.
Oh,
the
it's giveaways.
I'm gonna try to find try to do other things other than other giveaways other than just games. At least giveaways other than Steam games. But I have to talk to Twitch about that because I don't know their policies on giving away, like if I've got a 1,600 Microsoft point card. Well, those aren't going to work anymore come whenever, so never mind.
I guess you can still redeem them now, but they are not going to work after a while.
Yeah, but I just because I'd like to do other stuff. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. But yeah, subscribing, that's one of the things you can get. You get entered into giveaways. You get a chance to win. I don't know how I'm going to do it. Maybe some trivia, other just random.
Roll the dice.
Roll the dice. Maybe you'll win. It's a gamble. But you're gambling that you're going to make your money back on subscribing and all that stuff. So, yeah. Subscribe to my Twitch channel. All that stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Oh, to goodness.
Oh, my goodness. I've been, and that's the thing, and that's why I realized why Twitch doesn't do, because I was like, can you bulk buy? Can you just pay for a year subscription? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, why wouldn't they do that? Why wouldn't they do that? And then it dawned on me, I'm like, well, wait a minute. Just because somebody subscribed to me doesn't mean that I'm obligated to stream.
Right.
Legally, I mean, morally, obviously, of course.
Yeah.
But, the idea of, like, when you subscribe, you're it's like you're paying for something, at least on Twitch, but you're not really paying for something. Mm-hmm. And so it's weird in that way. So that's why Twitch, you can't.
Also, then how do you factor in something like a chargeback? Say somebody pays $60 up front for a year's worth of subscriber here, and they use the service for, well, I guess there might be a time limit on chargebacks, but I don't think there is. Like, say they go 3 months watching you and they enjoy the service, but say you ban that guy from the chat permanently, and now he doesn't really get in on any of the subscriber features. I think his name may still show up when you do one of the random roll the dice giveaways. I'm not sure how that works, but otherwise he's kind of screwed. So then he charges back his $60 upfront purchase. How does that work on Twitch's end? Do they give him his $60 back? Well, then you've just fucked Lefty out of $60, and that guy got a service for 3 months for free then, and he's banned already, so he doesn't give a shit. Mm-hmm. They could blacklist him from the Twitch site, but it's a whole bunch of hurdles that they've obviously just prevented by just strictly a subscription service.
I don't know. When we come back, let's talk some Call of Duty Ghosts, which we will probably be live streaming a short while after this live stream on stuff. Or on Twitch and stuff. I'm sorry. It's been kind of a long day. Well, the problems with all the things and the Google Hangouts, and now everything's broken. It's all busted up. But when we come back, home stretch of That's Not Why You Called. Hit the follow button, pound that, click to tweet. We'll be right back. Plenty more coming your way.
Thursdays, 7 p.m. Central. That's not why you called.
It can only do so much for you.
What's that?
That's not true.
The hair can only do so much for you.
I think I look good.
You do look good.
Damn right you do.
I look dapper.
Well, I think you look cool. I wouldn't say dapper.
Oh, really?
Again, he's just jealous, babe. It's okay.
I said he looked cool, but cool and dapper, not necessarily together.
Not sure if compliment or underhanded
Dapper is, babe.
degradation.
He wouldn't know what it is.
All right, welcome back to That's Not Why You Called. Why are my hands so discolored? That's weird.
You got some discoloration right here. Little, I don't know what it is. It's just some kind of weird
I've got 2
discoloration.
huge freaking lights blasting me with freaking radiation.
Come on,
It's hot.
I don't-
I've sat under them before.
I don't think it's cancer. I think it's just some kind of discoloration.
It's melanoma. That's what it is.
Don't
Do you
even.
not get what I'm saying? Making a Seinfeld reference.
Oh,
When George has the thing on
Oh,
him, he's
that's-
freaking out. And he's like,
yeah.
and everyone just keeps telling him it's just this weird discoloration.
yeah, that's a good one. You got me. I didn't get it. I didn't see it.
Ass
Doesn't
man.
that mean it was a bad one?
The ass man. That's a better one. You're the ass man.
It's Fusilli Jerry.
And then George's dad falls on it. Frank Costanza. Serenity now. Speaking of things
Serenity now, insanity later.
things that you cry out in agony because you're in pain. Call of Duty Ghosts is released. Chiz, what are your thoughts? Call of Duty, because every single year, we go through this. In the summer, when you start going into fall, you get the current Call of Duty game is awful. It blows. It's the worst thing ever. I can't wait for whatever. I can't wait for this. Can't wait for that. And then the next Call of Duty comes. And then initially it's this game fucking blows. And then everybody's kind of like, it's not that bad. And then and rinse, repeat ad nauseum or ad infinitum. Call of Duty Ghosts is now released. The product of Activision, the publisher and the developer, Infinity Ward. But that's bullshit because Infinity Ward doesn't exist anymore. Infinity Ward is a name. It's a corporation that exists on paper. It doesn't exist in the fact that Jason West, or is it Frank West? I think it's Jason West and Vince Zampella. Those people, like the people at Infinity, it's not a thing. It's not a thing anymore. There's a few guys here and there, but it's not. Infinity Ward did not make this game. Neversoft did. And if you remember Neversoft, you remember them for Tony Hawk games and apparently shitty Guitar Hero games. And this is their first entrance into the first-person shooter genre, and it's a big splash they're trying to make a big splash on the Call of Duty stage. Chiz, your thoughts after playing it? Even though we're going to stream it later, which
I fucking hate it.
you hate it.
I really dislike. Well, I dislike it strongly. I haven't touched the campaign, so can't speak on that front. But Extinction Mode, which is their, ever since Zombies came out, Infinity Ward has tried to do their side of it with Spec Ops, and they did Spec Ops with missions and Survival Mode, I think, which was their version of Zombies. Then they did Chaos Mode, which I liked, which is where you have to keep stringing together kills to get your multiplier up and the time to keep going. That was fun. This is their new take at it, which I don't know. I haven't played the campaign, so I can't speak on it. Why it's an alien-based fucking game mode, and I mean far out there aliens. I told Lefty they look like the Shriekers from Tremors 2 aliens.
Oh, God.
And there's these hives that are in the ground that you have to drill. And you wait on the drill, and you kill things. I don't like that mode. Maybe it's better with more people, because it's based on a class system where one dude runs assault, one runs support, etc., etc. I guess you work together. I don't like it. It's bad. It's nothing like Zombies. Multiplayer, I don't like it at all. The maps are horrible. They're really big. There's no traffic pattern to them whatsoever. It's just shit everywhere. They look like poop. Everything is broken. The spawns, even though the maps are huge, you can still get fucking spawn kill off spawn immediately without moving. If you run and gun, you will be shot in the back multiple times. If you camp, you still may get shot in the back multiple times. The point with the perks, there are 35 different fucking perks. It's so convoluted. I hate it. The way they made the prestiging where you own these different characters is convoluted and stupid. There was nothing wrong with prestiging before. You level up super fucking slow for whatever reason. I don't know why it is so slow. They made this new system. I think 60 is max, and then you prestige with that account. I don't know why leveling is the slowest it has ever been that I can ever think of. It's super slow. And I don't like it. I don't know if I said that. I really do not. The kill streaks are not that fun or rewarding. Modern Warfare 2, you try to get a chopper gun or shit like that. You did the same with Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2 as well. None of these are really, the Swarm in Black Ops 2 was incredible. It dominated the map. Same thing with the dog kill streak. This one, I haven't tried the highest helicopter, but I've seen some people do it, and it's like a weird camera angle you operate it from, and we haven't played a game together where somebody's been using it. They're difficult to get to because you get shot in the fucking back all the time. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on how it looks?
It looks like either you've got...
I have not had you on the main screen this whole time. I'm such a chotch. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's totally fine with me. You've got your gray-scaled maps and your brown-scaled maps, and then there's one map which is all fucking white. And the names are really appropriate. Whiteout, all fucking white. Stonehenge, stone everywhere. There's a couple flooded. It's fucking... flooded is a good one.
It's poop brown.
And you can drown in the fucking map for whatever. Trying to get from the building to the building, you drown in the area if you don't walk across some of the dirt and shit. And like small things, like mechanics, I jump in a window, I'm in the window frame right now. I have to then crouch to go through the window, which it wasn't like that before. Me and Lefty ran around the barrel of a tank, which is the perfect height to hit your fucking head on. So you have to run around the barrel or crouch and go under the barrel. Just... so many things added up, and then they moved. The GUI is all different. The user interface is all different for whatever reason. I don't notice the kill feed that often because when you're looking, I guess you can notice it better when it's in the bottom left. When it's in the top right, I don't notice it, and the fucking scoreboard is up there constantly. I don't know why to let you know that you're a shit player and people on your team are better than you, I guess.
You suck. Get better at the game. Buy DLC.
It's so bad, and the fucking... It just bugs me because all the little things they changed are not innovations; they're just changes. And then the minimap is 12 by 9 or whatever now. Or 16 by 9. Sorry,
no, that's
longer.
16 by 10. That's movie aspect ratio. It's not 16:9. It's like it's landscape. It's like bam.
Yeah, it's landscape for whatever fucking reason, and it's weird to read it. They've done two things I liked, and they don't make up for the thousands of horrible things. One, the minimap. You can tell if someone. I still don't really know how it works, but you can tell if someone is above you or below you or on the same level as you. The other one is the grenade ticker. It counts down how many ticks you're holding it for so you don't have to do the mental math in your head, which was never really hard to begin with. I don't like that they took out the UAV. Now you throw a SATCOM. No one here knows how SATCOMs really fucking work. I guess they only work in a certain area of the map. If you throw up 3, it works like a Blackbird, I guess. That is stupid because someone can just... shoot your fucking SATCOM. It takes more effort to shoot a UAV out. People have to run a launcher instead of a fucking pistol. There's no benefit to running a launcher except for shooting helicopters out of the sky, but no one rarely ever gets them. There's a mortar strike kill streak which will fucking kill you apparently, and it's random. You just call it in, it just bombs the whole fucking map, and it will take you out. The Levolutions, as we call them, because I don't know what the fuck they're supposed to be called in Call of Duty, I guess interactive maps, are the dumbest thing added to the game to make a Battlefield X. I shoot some logs, they roll down a 1-foot incline, and they're now over top of some water. I knock over a gas station fucking roof, and it's on the ground angle.
Dude, it's a different map after that happens, okay?
Some of them are so intense, the only Levolution is you shoot a ladder and it falls down, and now you can use that ladder, or you could just run inside the building where the door is right next to that ladder and go up some stairs.
Levolution.
I'm trying to keep the rant going. There's so many bad things about it.
Honest question, then why do you play it?
Because my friends play it. I do play it from time to time alone just to shoot things and also to progress my level so I can unlock the perks that may make the game a little bit better and more fun. So then has Call of Duty been relegated to just mindless shooter for you? It's just a mindless shooter. As playing the game as a hardcore fan, it's not good, but as a mindless shooter, you just run around and shoot things and that's it. Yeah, I don't even care. I mean, I get frustrated when I die, but I don't care. Like, if I go +1, that's a victory in my book. Same thing for breaking even. You see, I'm at a place now with live streaming and stuff where I don't have to dominate. I'm okay with losing, right? Because it used to be I was like, rage quit, bullshit, this, and now it's just like, oh, damn it.
And of course, you get people in the chat. Oh God, Lefty, you suck. Like, oh dude, some kid on the internet says I suck at Call of Duty or suck at Call of Duty. I better shut down my channel. I better shut down everything because this guy says I suck at Call of Duty.
Oh,
And
I forgot one important thing. They're so fucking big, the maps. They're made for ground war, but they put so much convoluted bullshit and clusters of crap like the Levolutions and 35 perks and all the character customization that you can do. You can change if you're a female or a dude or make yourself look Asian or white or
You
black,
can be
whatever
black.
you want.
Mhm. My guy's a
You can be
black. Guy.
Yep,
My
Lefty's
guy's
black. It's just to keep the feds off of him. All of that, there's no fucking ground war on Xbox 360. That game mode's, and that's, keep going now, I get the rant flowing. There's no ground war on 360. I think there is on PS3. There will be in Xbox One and PS4. Can't support it on 360. They got rid of CTF, which is a good competitive game mode for competitive Call of Duty. They got rid of Search and Destroy. It is in private, I think. You can set it up. But it's Search and Rescue, which means you can respawn an S&D, which kind of defeats the whole purpose of Search and Destroy, really. One life, that was it, like Counter-Strike. They've replaced CTF with Blitz. Blitz is kind of the same premise. You run and you have goals. They're called goals. And you run and you tag a colored area, and it doesn't move like in CTF. It just stays there. The problem with that is you've taken out the element of the possible returning of a flag. If somebody takes your flag in CTF, you kill them, get a cutoff point, return the flag, they didn't get a point. Blitz, they just run into the circle, and they've scored. A ticker goes down to reset, so you can't instantly rally people through it. It's 10 seconds. Problem with that is since there's no possible combatant of returning a flag or anything, they just have to touch it. People camp their asses off because if anyone touches it, they've scored. So they just camp their ass off so no one can get a cap. So that game mode is not that good for competitive. Cranked is fun, and I like it because I get to move fast and stuff like that, but that's not anywhere close to me a competitive thing for Call of Duty. It's not supported. There's no Codcaster mode in this game. There's no theater mode in this game whatsoever. So, and I don't plan to record all the time to watch myself go fucking negative.
Right.
There's so none. The timer for like I think S&D is a minute and or it's the games are like 2.5 minutes long, whereas in competitive it's supposed to be a minute and a half. So the fucking game goes by quicker and you're forced to plant the bomb or something. It's not in this game. Even though they've signed on board, they told us 2 months ago for MLG seasons and stuff like that and another Call of Duty Champs $1 million tournament, but they didn't support competitive whatsoever in this game. That's not – I mean, just a basic thing. Why take theater mode? I guess they took it out because they put so much shit in. I mean, they took Ground War out because of that. They couldn't fit theater mode in, but that's been there since Black Ops 1, and you've taken it back. That is a really big thing for people that make videos that play competitive. They watch those things. And then Black Ops 2 was built for competitive gaming, and it was a fun game. This is not like that at all. They've added clan wars. I haven't even fucking looked into that. I don't think anyone really has, and I fucking hate it.
And
It's hacked to shit as well.
no dedicated servers. Despite Activision CEOs and representatives from Infinity Ward saying there will be dedicated servers on all platforms.
That means 360, PS3, Xbox One, PC, and PS4. They are not on anything right now, and you can tell because the host will leave, it'll reconnect like it does normally, and I don't know if dedicated servers means all dedicated servers or there will be some hybrids. Some will be peer-to-peer, some will be dedicated. Point is, right now, out the box, there are none.
And that's the reason I bought it. That's the reason I bought Ghost. Was no peer-to-peer. Was dead because when I saw an Activision CEO said there will be dedicated servers for all platforms, I said, okay, I will buy this one and I'll stream it.
Yeah, because the reason people don't on console a lot of the times is because they don't want to get hit off because they're going peer-to-peer and stuff like that. When you put dedicated servers, you take that out. No one's talking to each other via IP and stuff like that. There's no dedicated servers. There's not. And the lobbies are hacked. Day one, it's hacked to shit. This is Infinity Ward, which I think at the time of Modern Warfare 2 still had Vince Zampella in them. They might have been in the progress of leaving. They have a bad track record with really bad fuck-up. Modern Warfare 2 had hacked Rust lobbies. It had the care package glitch. Just the worst in the series. And I guess it's not that I haven't ran into any, but on day one you had EXP lobbies. I know on PS3 it was worse. People were running around and flying around. They had God mode and shit like that. It's day one. Like, what the fuck?
You can't have that. But you know what? I stream it, and it's fun because it's a mindless shooter for me. Some people may say, well, you don't like Call of Duty Ghosts. You don't think it's a very good game, so why do you play it and stream it and upload it? I said, because I have fun playing it with other people as a mindless shooter. If I took it seriously, if I tried to win every single game and have the best game that I could have, no matter what, I wouldn't play this game. I wouldn't touch it. I would have stopped playing it after launch night.
Yeah, it's frustrating as hell.
You know, that's why, you know, I love Wings of Redemption as a guy, and I'm really happy for him with the boot camp stuff. That's amazing. Like, it's so awesome to see all the support that he's garnered, and the fact that he's happy and he seems to be changing his mindset, and he's having a great time with his boot camp and trying to transform his life, not just his body, his life. And it's awesome. But I don't play Call of Duty with him, especially this Call of Duty, because he plays it like a competitive everything all the time. And if you play it like that, you're going to find the flaws in this game really quick. If you just sit back and don't expect anything and just try to have a good time with your friends or with the stream, with a chat, and try to be entertaining in that regard, this game is tolerable. It's, you know, it's Call of Duty. And there are some interesting things. I mean, the level of customization and the amount of just things, pretty cool. Pretty ambitious, really. If this wasn't a Call of Duty title, two things. If this wasn't a Call of Duty title, if it was called Generic Shooter, and you had never heard of Neversoft before, you would be in awe of this game. You would be in absolute awe of this game and what they have tried to accomplish, and it all runs at 60 frames per second, or kinda, unless you're that guy that coded his own video recorder. I was looking at your stream, and I coded my own video recorder, and it's only running at 50 frames per second. Somebody actually said that in my chat. It was ridiculous. But if you had that, and it's all running at 60, you're like, wow. This game is, I mean, yeah, there are faults, and yeah, there are some things that you don't like, but wow, how ambitious. But, this is a Call of Duty title, and I think on top of it, I think we're really seeing the point. We've really reached that point where we see how the hardware is holding everything back. Mm-hmm. The hardware of the Xbox 360, the hardware to an extent of the PS3 is holding back, because if this game a year from now, attempting this game would be possible, and you could do probably a whole lot of cool stuff with Call of Duty Ghosts. And the idea of the customization, and you own your character, and your character is you, blah, 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 blah. Right? Great. That's awesome. Like as an idea. But when you're limited by 512 megabytes of RAM, split up into 2 DIMMs, what? No. I mean, I was wondering for a long time when we would reach it, and now we see. This game, graphically speaking, from what I remember, maybe I've just been playing too much of 1080p PC games. This game is the worst looking of any Call of Duty I've seen in the last couple of years. Like, they can't generate really vibrant colors, and there's a whole lot of aliasing on everything. It doesn't look very good. It doesn't look very pleasing. It looks dirty and just bad, and cheap. Really cheap, I think is a good word. But I think that's a product of just they have to do so many things with this console release, because they're first of all, this is their first Call of Duty title, and it's straddling a multi-platform release, a multi-generational release. And I think the Xbox 360 is holding it back. The current generation is holding this back. I'd like to see them try this again with full PC support. Well, because I think it will happen, because the next generation of consoles are the closest to PC as it's been in the last 6 years.
Well, yeah.
So there's not going to be that big of a difference especially because both run a version of Windows, right?
Mm-hmm.
Both next generation consoles, so it's not going to be as big of a leap as it was. So I would like to see them try it again without the restrictions of current generation consoles. I'd be interested to see what they could do. But as it is now on current generation, and with what the horror stories I've been hearing about the PC port, which is just no field of just the ridiculously ludicrous things, all for a 60 gigabyte download. It's just it's underwhelming.
And I'm just gonna say it's on the studio. I think it's a lot on Neversoft because look at Black Ops 2. It's running on the same hardware. That looks like a better game. It plays better. You know, I just think it's really Neversoft putting their foot in the water for the first time in this genre and trying to maintain what Infinity Ward had before. And I'm curious to see what the sales are. I read an article on Forbes saying 1 billion in day one, and if you read it closely, it's not that case. It's how they did the math was anything that was distributed to retailers added up in 1 billion, but that does not count as sale. That's bullshit.
That's not $1 billion worth of units being moved into consumers' hands. That's not.
Yeah.
Wow.
That
so
is
they
not
even have to get
cheeky.
They have to do that with the math to justify this series now.
Yeah. There's been no numbers yet so far about how many retail copies have been sold and are in consumer hands right now. The number's not out. That came out real quick though when it was GTA 5 on day 1, and then they hit 1 billion by day 3, I think. So they're playing around with the words, so it looks like they sold 1 billion. They didn't. All they did was take it from a warehouse and put it in wholesale to retailers. It does not count as a sale to a consumer like GTA 5.
Does Activision have anything else in the pipeline? Or Activision Blizzard, I should say. I mean, they have World of Warcraft, okay.
As in terms of huge franchises?
Yeah, do they have anything, any new IPs even that are really promising? What else are they? Do they have the hands in Titanfall, Destiny, anything like that?
No, Titanfall's EA. Yeah, that's why Vince Zampella and those guys got really mad at Activision. That was the falling out right there, and they're with EA now, which not. Right now, I don't know. I'd say the lesser of two evils, but EA has a lot of bad against it in its track record. Really, they're both bad. So I don't know. What
the chat is saying Destiny?
Destiny. I'm not hyped for Destiny either. The only thing.
Have we seen anything from that?
We have. It looks like Borderlands 2, which cool. It's like a Borderlands 2 MMO from what I've heard, and that's cool. And it's by the people that made the original Halo series, the Bungie guys.
Okay.
I'm still not hyped for it.
It's at least a year away, though.
Yeah,
it's a long ways away.
It doesn't have, and that one, it has tied more support to PS4. Like they've got the DLC has first rights over their exclusivity, like Call of Duty has in the past with Xbox.
Is that going to be no PC support for Destiny? I'm assuming.
I don't think so.
Damn.
I think it's PS. I think it's just consoles. Which I don't agree with this thing. When you do an MMO, you need a PC version, even if it's not your most supported, because more than likely that's the fan base that's going to be sticking around throughout time over the console.
That's
version.
exactly. Rockstar, get on a PC release for Grand Theft Auto 5. You have, in effect, made your own, because people did it with PC releases. I know they turned. There are mods to create a San Andreas MMO. Like you can make a San Andreas like life sim thing, and there are servers that people play on, support like 200 some odd people or something. But that's all after the fact, modding, all that stuff. Now Rockstar, you've put so much work into what will be on PC. Excuse me, what an awfully timed sneeze. What will be, or what is, an MMO. And you're limited by the Xbox and the PS3. Put that on PC. That is an MMO. 64, 120 person servers. No problem on PC. That is the ambition behind Grand Theft Auto 5 and what it can really do. And what I really hope, maybe that's why they haven't announced it. Maybe they're like, hey, we're going to turn this into something really special on PC. You like what we did on console? wait until we release this sumbitch on PC, because the amount of things you can do in that game, just out of the box, it's a perfect. And it lends itself so well, and I think so many people would be really, really excited for it. So let's go, Rockstar. Get that crap on PC so I can play it and stream it.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna play it with stream
And upload it to YouTube so that it won't make it to sub boxes and stuff.
Exactly. The Source Corner.
The Source Corner before we get out of here, wrap up the
Yes.
show. Yeah, we got to do it.
Unmute yourself, Katie. Let's go. I don't even know what the score is, Katie.
I don't remember either. Let's start a new
You're
series.
beating me.
I think it's
beating
still 2-1.
It's 2-1, Katie.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, this could be the deciding game.
She's first.
Katie's first.
No, it's out of a.
Who gets home thesaurus advantage?
Is it best of? Is
Best
it best
of
of 5 or best of 7?
I think it's best of 5 we did.
Okay.
So this could be the deciding game. Or it could not be. Could be going to a game 5. Katie? Are you ready? Do you want to go first or second?
I don't care.
All right. Wow, really excited for Thesaurus Corner, aren't you?
I don't care if I go first.
All right, you ready?
Stop.
Okay. Left or right panel?
We'll go right. Third from the top. Oh, come on.
The word is garment, noun.
Damn it. Could tell it's
You can also say dress, attire, apparel.
freaking really?
Katie.
Yep.
Come on.
This is your thesaurus.
No,
You
that's
should-
your thesaurus.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
mine now.
Hand me down. All right, let's go.
Chiz, are you ready?
Fuck, I was born ready. Oh, stop. I didn't know you were fucking folding on the book when I was talking. Shit. All right.
Look, you freaked out. You're like, oh, stop! Oh my god!
Well, because you were getting close to like Z's and Y's and shit.
All right, left or right panel?
Ah, fuck. Left, third from the top.
The word is revolve, verb. If you mean revolve, you can also say spin, rotate, or twirl.
Nice.
Tie ball game, baby.
What is up
Heading
with
into
this
the
thesaurus in
end.
3 freaking
It's a
words?
cliffhanger ending. Everybody like and favorite, follow, subscribe. This
It's
is
like
the
when they were writing the book, they were like, all right, if you're having a bad day, just use 3 words and you're good.
You know what I think it has to do with? The size. See, it's small. All right, you ready?
Stop.
Left or right panel?
Left.
Okay.
4 from the bottom.
The word is... Wait. The word is oust. Verb.
What the hell is that?
What?
Okay.
What?
Carry on.
What is what?
That's a weird word. Just go.
Oust?
Yes.
I'm ousting you, Lefty.
Well,
Go.
here are other words that have the same meaning, okay?
Okay, well.
If you mean oust, the verb, you can also say eject, discharge, dispossess, evict, dislodge, remove, deprive, expel, drive out, force out, show the door, chase out, cast out, depose, dethrone, disinherit, banish, boot out, bundle off, send packing, give the gate, and pack off.
I like give the gate. That's cool. How many was that?
22. And she was pissed about oust.
Yeah,
No,
right?
I wasn't pissed. I was just like, what the heck is that? It confused me for a
Oust.
second, but then I remember,
Are you ready?
Fucking
Chiz?
22. I'm going to lose.
Chiz, are you ready?
Yeah.
The number is 22. They were both tied going into this round. Here we go.
Stop. Right side.
Mm-hmm.
No, left side.
Mm-hmm.
2 from the top.
The word is maim. The verb, maim, to maim. If you mean maim, you can also say mutilate, disable, disfigure. Katie has won the round and the series of Thesaurus Corner.
That's 2 weeks in a row I've hit
2 weeks in a row, double threes. Yep.
Two,
It
what
is
the
now You're pulling a chiz. That is what it is now. I was never that bad.
Why?
That's bad. That's some bad juju. You got to come back. You got to come back strong.
Do you still have it pinned?
No, I don't.
Damn it! Because I went right, but your eyes went wide when you looked at the page, so I threw it to the left.
No, it was like a minefield. There were some big ones, but then there were also a bunch of threes and like fewer, certainly less than 22. It was all over the place. So I was like, oh, you gotta pick right. Is it because there were some pages where it's just like every other word is just bam, bam, bam. But this one was like
there are pages like that.
Yeah, there are. There are a few. In this little pocket thesaurus corner of mine, or thesaurus of mine. That was Thesaurus Corner. I want to thank everybody for an awesome That's Not Why You Called, episode 22.
I'm gonna fucking coach.
If you Thesaurus coach, there you go. Take applications on Twitter at Dr. Chiz on Twitter. Thank you everybody for joining. If you're watching on Twitch, hit the follow button. Consider subscribing. You get access to subscriber-only chats and giveaways and chat badge, emoticons, all that good stuff. Subscribe, $4.99 a month. That's it. Nothing big. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Like the video. It does help me out. And favorite it. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys for joining. We all hope you enjoyed. We are out.